Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at the 2021 Mustang Mach 1 in the fighter jet gray color. Right off the bat, you can tell it's a lot different from the Mustang GT because you've got these stripes that really emphasize the Mach 1 with the orange accenting that does carry into the interior as well. The front fascia on this Mustang Mach 1s look a lot more aggressive than what you get on your typical Mustang GT. It borrows the chin spoiler from the Performance Pack 1. It has also changed the front fascia into the fog light positioning. It's a little different than what you find on your standard GTs. You've of course got the fog light inserts in the grille as well, kind of like the Boss 302, that can be changed to make it air intake. Of course, it does come with the standard daytime running lights and the standard LED fog lights that you will find on your regular GT. But I have to say, overall, the aesthetics of the front fascia of the Mustang Mach 1 is a lot more aggressive. I mean, the stripes really add to the character of it. Having those fog light inserts really make it a lot more unique than what you see on your typical GT, which is just the standard fangs on your Mustang GTs. Here you can take a closer look at the fog light repositioning on the Mustang Mach 1 compared to the Mustang GT. I think the front overall has a very mean, aggressive look to it. Let's take a closer look at the fog lights that I mentioned for the Mustang Mach 1 because I feel like it's a very unique design element used in S550 Mustangs. This kind of reminds me of the S197 Boss 302 that had those fake fog lights, which can be used for air intake. So they are removable if you want to do that for your track days. I think Ford did an amazing job with the styling of the Mustang Mach 1. Of course, this Mustang Mach 1 is powered with the 5-liter Coyote engine, making actually 480 horsepower, 20 more than the regular Mustang GTs. It does come with the cold air intake, as you can see there. It does not have the engine cover, which is kind of odd. I would expect it like a Mustang Mach 1 engine cover, unique to that. But the engine bay looks really pretty with the cold air intake, with the yellow kind of really highlights and pops out at you. The Mustang Mach 1 does sit above the GTs but below Shelby GT350 and the GT500. It has borrowed a lot of parts from the Shelbys, making it one of the best handling 5.0 Mustang ever built, which is a huge compliment given that there is a Performance Pack 2 Mustang that also existed. Now, moving into the side of the Mustang Mach 1, we've got these 19-inch wheels wrapped in 255 Pilot Sport in the front and 275s in the back. We've got Mach 1 badging and some orange painted Brembo brakes as well. Everything, even on the side, lets you know this is a unique Mustang, which is the Mustang Mach 1. This is not your ordinary Mustang GT. Ford has done a great job emphasizing that. Now, if you were to get this as the handling pack, you are able to get 305s all around, which would have a different set of wheels. I do like these wheels. I mean, they look kind of similar to the Performance Pack 2. I don't know if these are the exact same ones, but overall they look good. You can also see these graphics kind of going at the lower half of the Mustang Mach 1, which ties into the front graphics, and in my opinion looks very good. Now, moving on to the back of the Mustang Mach 1, we see the Mach 1 badging to let people know this is not your ordinary GT. This is not an EcoBoost or a GT. You got specific Mach 1 badging, and you've got some really nice exhaust tips. These are stock exhaust tips, I think 4.5 inches. They look amazing. They look very aggressive for stock exhaust. The rear diffuser is also specific to the Mustang Mach 1, which does add to the aggressiveness of the rear end of this Mustang Mach 1. Now, moving on to the spoiler, I can't really tell if it's a standard Mustang GT spoiler. Let's take a closer look at the spoiler because I feel like it's slightly bigger. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit bigger than your standard Mustang GT spoiler, but I would have liked it to be a little bit more aggressive spoiler, kind of similar to the Mustang GT350. I know you can get those if you get the handling pack, but Ford kind of missed on this one. Now, of course, the rear brakes are also painted orange, as we can see here. Really ties in with all the graphics going on, and you'll see in the interior as well that we've got some orange accents going on. I think overall, Ford did an amazing job with how the exterior of the Mustang Mach 1 looks. With the graphics, the unique spoiler, unique exhaust tips, and everything just kind of ties in and lets people know this is not your ordinary Mustang. Now let's take a quick look at the interior of the Mustang Mach 1. You are greeted by the Mach 1 on the dorsal plates, which does light up at night. You've got your standard seating, auto seats basically from your GT Premium. And here is the orange accent I was mentioning earlier in the video. It does tie in with the rest of the graphics that have the orange highlights on the exterior. So it looks really good. I think it makes the interior pop a little bit compared to the regular Mustang GTs. Now, in terms of the side bolstering, I feel like Mustang Mach 1 should have a little bit more aggressive bolstering. These are similar to the standard GTs, which aren't bad by any means, but since this is a track-focused Mustang Mach 1, I would expect a little bit more Recaros or just aggressive bolstering to really add to the the interior. Now, the back seats are barely usable. Like with any Mustang, you can probably fit some kids in there, but that's pretty much it. Not much you can expect from the back seats of a Mustang in general, whether it's a Mach 1, GT, EcoBoost, or a Shelby. So they could have probably done a rear seat delete to save some weight, but that's where we are. Here you can see the 12.3-inch digital dash, which is the highlight of the Mustang Mach 1's interior. The digital dash is fully customizable. The car is currently not on, otherwise I will show you all the different customization options and different modes that it has to offer. Since this is a premium, it does come with the standard memory seatings and of course the auto headlights. Overall, the materials used for the Mustang Mach 1's interior is very similar to GT Premium, which is pretty good in my opinion. So you get soft touch where you expect it to be, and no annoying builds like creaks or rattling that you would kind of expect. Since this is a Mach 1, it does come with the standard oil pressure and vacuum gauge, which looks very good in the interior, similar to the Performance Pack 1. It comes with a Sync 3 system, and of course you got the Tremec manual transmission, which is something you just cannot get in a Mustang GT, and one of the reasons you should be looking for the Mustang Mach 1 over a regular Mustang GT. Here we have the Mach 1 with its build code as well, which looks very cool, good for your passengers to see. Again, letting them know this is a special vehicle and not your ordinary run-of-the-mill Mustang GT. I think Ford does an amazing job. Yes, the interior is 80 years old at this point, but in terms of ergonomics and how things are laid out, everything just kind of works. Well, guys, there you have it, your first look at the Mustang Mach 1. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button and comment below what you think about the Mustang Mach 1. And as always, subscribe to Red 50 for more Mustang content.